Hello students, welcome back. So now we are going to be focusing our attention on crowding problem. Suppose you have four data points A, B, C, and D in a two-dimensional square. Here you can see that each point has two neighbors. Your A has two neighbors, B and D. These are two neighbors of A. Likewise, your B has two neighbors. That would be A and that would be C. And likewise, C has two neighbors. So this isn't two dimension. Now, let's say I project these points from two dimension to one dimension. The points that were not neighbor in your two dimension, for example, look at this point B and D. These are not neighbors, but they become neighbor in your low dimension. Your BD became closer. So this is called a crowding problem. The points that are distant in a high dimension, they become close in a low dimension. So what exactly is the crowding problem? Well, when you reduce the dimensionality of your data, let's say from 3D to 2D, your lower dimensional space, it has less capacity to represent your relationship between points compared to high dimensional point. That's because you have, in this instance, only have two degrees of freedom, x and y. In this particular instance, in this three-dimensional case, you have 3 degrees of freedom, this, and this. And that's why the points that are far in high dimensional space, they may end up becoming closer in your low dimensional space. And this is called a crowding problem. So why do we have more space in high dimension? Well, in your high dimension, there is more room to place points such that they are mutually very far apart from each other, and you can also place them at a custom distance from one another. So for example, let's look at this one dimensional point right here. Here, I can only put points in this axis along only one axis, one dimension. On the other hand, in two dimension, I can put the point on this axis, I can put over here. So I can put the point over here, over here, over here, any one of these places. On the other hand, in three-dimensional space, I have 3 degrees of freedom. This one, and this one. So when we go from low dimensional to high dimensional, like this way, the number of dimension increase. In other words, your number of independent directions, they increase. You gain more degrees of freedom to separate or arrange your points without overlapping or distortion. That's why you have more space in a high dimension. Suppose you want to place four data points A, B, C, D such that all the pairs, they are equally far apart. In other words, the distance between AB is same as the distance between AC is the same as AD, BC, BD, and CD. So all these distances are same. That's how you want to place them. Suppose you put these points in one dimensional space. That would be this right here. So in this case, you can see that the distance between AB is same as the distance between BC and CD. But the distance between AD, that would be this, and this is not same as distance between B and D and not same as distance between A and C. So these distances are different. So they are not equally spaced. Now, how about you put these points in a two-dimensional square? That would be this right here. So in this case, you can see that there are some equal distances between some additional pair. For example, you can see that AB and AD, they are equal distance. DC and BC, they are equal distance. On the other hand, your AC is not the same as AB or AD. Okay, so that's the problem. So ADC and BD are not equally spaced. You can see that your AC and BD are not equally spaced. Well, how about you work in three dimension now? Well, you can place them at the corners of a regular tetrahedron. That would be this right here. And in this particular instance, all these six pairs are equally distant from each other. The distance between AD is same as the distance between AC, is same as distance between AB, DC, BC, and DB. So all these six pairs of distances, they are equally same. So you saw that when we went from two-dimensional to three-dimensional space, we were able to place all our pair of points in such a way so that all pairwise distances are equal. In 10-dimensional, you could place even more such points. Think of a simplex such that all your points, they're equal distance from one another. Now this would be impossible to achieve in a two-dimensional or three-dimensional space.